Greetings and salutations, yet again, my friends. I apologize once more for my lateness, my tardiness, but dinner takes precedence to the stream. Dark Souls 3, The Fire Fades Edition. Just listen to this music. Just gonna sit here and listen to this for a while. It's so good. So good. So good. It is some of my favorite music in recent video game history. Anyway, this is not the first time that I've played Dark Souls 3, nor will it be the last. This is one of my favorite games of all. Oh my gosh. If asked which game is my favorite, I'd say that Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, this one, are a tie. A perfect tie for me, because they are both just about 10 out of 10s. In my point of view. I don't know about you. Like it is opinion. The only thing I can say is they both do have a few issues. There's no video game without issues. The first Dark Souls actually had some issues that I was really unhappy with, such as not being able to teleport after Quelaag. That was a really big thing for me. Having to backtrack for minutes upon minutes, just going through the same areas I've already been through, having to play all these different areas that you're used to in order to get all the way back to where you're supposed to be so you can continue the story. That was a real detractor, and having to figure out exactly where to go without knowing where to go next. And the game opens up by that point, of course. But, yeah, I didn't like the lack of direction in a lot of Dark Souls 1. And, of course, certain areas like the Demon Ruins and stuff like that were just unfinished. But I enjoyed the rest of the game. A 10 out of 10 experience was the rest of the game, so I'd give them both solid 9s out of 10s, but if we're rounding up, it's just 10 out of 10 for both of them. I'd say Dark Souls 2 has more issues, but Dark Souls 3 also has a lot of lighting issues that I took issue with, like graphically, and my own opinion as to what looks good graphically in Dark Souls 3, and we will figure out what it is. And this is, of course, an extremely difficult game. Not quite as difficult as Dark Souls 1, I think. And that makes it a bit more accessible for yours truly. And I have finished Dark Souls 1, but I actually ended up finishing Dark Souls 3 before I completed Dark Souls 1. Which is interesting. And it shows what's going on here. New game. Adjust brightness till flame is visible and dragon invisible. I don't know why I would want to do that, because I really dislike not being able to see in these games, and it's still even visible at 1, brightness 1, or even 0. For me, that is. So we're just gonna go 4, just slightly darker than usual, because this game is generally lighter than usual. There aren't that many extremely dark places, at least not as many as Dark Souls 1. So we're going to go a little darker. Everything in Dark Souls 3 has a bit higher gamma, if you know what that means. So all this is normal. Camera speed, a little bit more. Auto wall recovery, sure. I'm not sure how that will actually affect me. I played through Dark Souls 1 fine with the auto wall recovery on. But I know that, like, speedrunners and people who are really intense about their Dark Souls 3 experience or Dark Souls experience turn auto wall recovery off for some reason, and I don't know that I ever had a problem with it. Yeah, problems with the camera either way. Oh.
It is
Cinematic.
Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge.
Beautiful.
In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones.
I love the lore of these games so much. Don't die, little snail man. Wrapped in robes and chained to your burden.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep,
Who grows?
Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers.
They so cool.
And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yom the Giant.
Yom.
Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
That's the story, ladies and gentlemen. We are Ash from the previous game. Here comes character creation. I'm actually really excited about playing this again. It's been a while. I'll have to relearn a lot. Name. Charles Eubanks. That never comes into the story. No one ever really says your name. Kind of like, you know, in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and such games, Wind Waker, etc. NPCs would speak to you and call you by name. So it would be funny to see them calling you by this ridiculous name, so, but whatever. So, gender male, I guess? I'll go with female and make her a redhead, as is my favorite thing to do. Nurseries, okay, so Knight is the life, the tank of the game. They have okay strength, but the biggest thing is vigor and vitality. I can't remember really the difference between vigor and vitality. I think vigor... I can't really remember. Anyway, warrior is also very vigorous, but has a ton of strength. Herald, less strength. Just generally good in most attributes. Okay in most attributes, except for endurance for some reason. But really good faith. Thief is all about backstabs and knives and the dexterous weapons. Oh yeah, I can move these things too. Assassin is also about those things. The thief, what is the difference here? The assassin is a little higher in attunement, so they can use a lot more, like, pyromancies and sorceries, I think. Yeah. The sorcerer is all sorceries and intelligence, dexterity, and attunement. And attunement is how many magic spells you can use at any one time. Pyromancer, all about the pyromancy. Good attunement, okay endurance, okay strength, really good intelligence and faith. And of course the cleric, good strength, pretty good attunement, really good faith. And everything else is just crap and deprived. Deprived is like starting the game on hard, but at the same time, armor doesn't really matter that much. It's all about the statistics. Greetings, Zisu Plays Games. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could catch me before I actually got to the first boss. So what I'm thinking right now is either warrior to go full strength build, or deprived. Just see what happens. I think I'm going with deprived, honestly. Yeah, you are aware of the first boss. Life Ring, Divine Blessings, Hidden Blessing, Black Firebomb, Fire Gem. What was this? Material used to upgrade to fire weapons. More appropriate for a warrior, and pretty trinkets. Pretty trinkets. Sovereignless Soul. Used to acquire many souls. This would be good for starting deprived to give you a little edge. Burial item for good fortune after death. Greatly increases item discovery for a short while. I've never really used those. Cracked Red Eye Orb, that's multiplayer. Young White Branch. Can be used to blend into environment, but only once. So yes, I'm going to use Sovereignless Soul. Life Gem is generally what I want, but, no. Okay, so the face. I think I'm gonna keep most of the face. Star Noble looks a little triangular. Look at those sallow cheeks. Ugh. Katarina merrymakers are always pretty merry. Serpentine Traveler. Great Swamp Outcast. I can see why! Look at look at those eyes! Oh my gosh. Londor, Shadow of Death. Good grief. And Irithilian. Either that or Commoner. Let's try Irithilian. Schlim. I'm not gonna get into this too much. Age, physique, build detail, in color, where's the hair? Physique? No. Body hair. My goodness. Okay, no. Face detail, yes. The hair color is what I care about the most. Need a little bit of lightness in here. Not that much. Have I played the Heist yet? Is that a game? I expect that it is. Oh no. I have not played the Spider-Man DLC. Once I get it, I will jump back into the Spider-Man streams. But for now, I am basically done with Spider-Man. Until then. It is good. Ooh. We can give a beard. How droll. Eyelashes. Eyelash color. %% red. Brow. Okay. No. What did she have before? I think it was this. Yeah, that looks best. Brow color. That's wait. Yeah, unless you press accept, it will not be done. Okay. Q piles. Ooh. That is creepy. That's even creepier. That is horrifying. Okay. Yeah. Larger. They call it pupils. It's just. It's the whole eye. It's the iris. Yes, green is good. Tattoo mark. There are a lot of tattoo marks to choose from in this part of the game. I mean, in this game, after multiple other installments of Dark Souls, there are now many, many tattoos to choose from. Whereas in Dark Souls and Bloodborne, you only get like 4, 5 choices. Yeah. Move it down, please. And... yes. This is good, and that is all that I'm going to do to this character. Finalize creation. Not playing through this entire game as deprived. I'm going to pick up armor as we go. And levels and so on and so forth. Oh boy. But yeah, I did get platinum on Spider-Man, which I'm very happy about. You can watch that on YouTube. All of the episodes are there. Well, I think the last one is being released currently. Probably be up by tonight. And if not tonight, tomorrow. Cemetery of Ash. Here we are. Oh, back in this game. It's crazy being back. Oh, Estes. Yeah. That's hard charge. Wow. I've never used the club, so it's quite different using the club. Yeah. How do you run again? Do you run? That's that ability. You have the ability to... well, any secondary weapon also has a special ability, known as a weapon art. Ah, that's the special ability of the club. When you put away the shield. Oh, camera, of course. I kind of do have to relearn this all again. The camera is a bit jerky. I'm gonna turn that down. Thought I'd need it a little faster, but apparently not. Whoops. Yeah, it's pretty quick on its own. Yeah. Good old Cemetery of Ash. I need to get used to this again. This type of gameplay. Spider-Man was so fluid, and this is a totally different sort of game. Combat system. Okay. Oh! Righto. Why did I do that? Well, didn't one-shot him. See you soon, Zissou. Oh yeah, that's run. Hold down the circle button. Pillage the remains, please. I love how it says pillage. Okay. Moving right along. This game really is beautiful, if you just take, a second to look at it. And I know it's not the best quality on my stream, because I have a crappy computer, and I'm using remote play. That was counter damage. Usually took like 2 or 3 hits, but because they attacked me first, I was able to do more damage to them, which I never knew before. It really helps to know why you're doing more damage sometimes and less in others. Wait. R1 behind an enemy, critical hit. Yes! This game is great. Feels so good to kill enemies. And we're being attacked. Oh yeah. Repel attack. We cannot riposte with my current weapon. All we can do is this. Oops. Oh, yes. So they give you a magic Ashen Estus flask, and I'll use that right now. And that recharges your magic uses. or your special abilities, depending on what you have. This is kind of an old game by now. What is it? 3 years old? 2 years old? Probably 2 years old. Do a handwriting weapon. Oh, wow. I'm not used to how slow the club is. Also, having no armor really doesn't help in combat. Really doesn't. I'm so used to holding down R2. Now it's R1 that I gotta use all the time. Also, the stinking shield. There we go. Yeah, you keep the items you drop after dying. That was close. I'm all blue now because of the blue bloods that I've been killing. There's the special attack. Actually, it's not because of the blue blood, it's because of this blue murk. Comes from a lot of dead people, I suppose. Ow! You're going down, dude. This guy as well is going down. I'm gonna sneak up on him. Hit him right in the back of his cape. It's something to look at here. The enemy has a hood on, and he has a cloak on that also has a hood. That's a lot of hoods. That's what it means to be in the hood. Just hoods everywhere. Okay, finally got back to where I died. Picked up my souls. The number of souls I have is directly related to the type of enemy that you kill. The smaller the enemy, the less souls you get. I don't remember Dark Souls 3 looking quite like this. Well, you always have kind of a really different take on a game whenever you replay it again. That's a one massive castle up there. Okay. We need to get some clothes on. Right quick. The skybox always looks amazing in Dark Souls or Soulsborne games. As usual, our first bonfire. Bonfires are lit! Oops. Excuse that interruption there. Okie dokie. Hello. Oh, they hit me. Oh! Two shot. Or was it three shot? I don't know. My first death was in the first area. My second death was in the second area. I'm having a great run of it so far. I'm really not used to small weapons. It's been such a long time as well since I played these games. What does this say? Rest at bonfire, restore HP and Estus supply. That is where we're headed. Now that this guy isn't even looking my direction, I can sneak kill him. I can get up to him. There we go. And backstabs always give you more souls than not. Most shields do not give you 100% physical block from attacks, and the one I'm using is no different. I guess I do have blue blood. I don't know why I'm so blue. Dabin-dee, dabin-die. Dabin-dee, dabin-die. Dabin-dee, dabin-die. While dashing, jump. Yes. Whoops. Oh yeah, it's not the Dark Souls jump. The R3, I didn't even read it. While falling, plunge attack. Remember that. Also, one of my favorite things about Dark Souls. Ragdoll bodies. Oh yeah. Not fast enough. And backstab them for days. I'm getting really weird using this club to take out the boss. Night Shard. There's always stuff to look for, always loot to find. Not in every corner, as we just found, but in a lot of corners. That guy right there and right there. I don't want to get killed by either of them. Cute. I blocked that. Still alive. Wait. Pillage the remains, please. I got firebombs. Wait, is that auto wall recovery that's messing with me? Is that what's happening? Just suddenly snapping? Eh, that's fine. I don't mind it. Don't mind. Now we rest at bonfire to get our health and Estus back. And all of the enemies are of course back. Greetings, Zisu is also back. You bring back all the enemies and all the Zisus whenever you hit Estus, or hit bonfires. Which is always a good thing. I kick you! Yes. Man, it has been so long since I played this last. I am so not used to the controls. Fading soul. Okay, here we go. This doesn't look suspicious at all. also have a suspicion, a theory, an opinion that this place is like a conflagration of Nito's a conglomeration of Nito's tombs, as well as a previous Firelink shrine. Because it just looks so similar, like that giant tree, and as well as Nito's tomb and all these graves from the previous Dark Souls. And there's this curious statue with this black stuff on him. Is that Venom? That's what it reminds me of, is the Venom from Spider-Man 2. Remove the sword. I'm gonna get trashed. Udex Gundir. First true boss of the game. Dead right there. Not yet. First ever Dark Souls boss, no idea what you're getting yourself into. Yeah, they really did depend on players knowing how to play. That's what they based this game off of. Was that, you know, they took it for granted that their main player base would be people who'd played the other Dark Souls games. Oh yes. Okay, he's angry. So scary. He's dead. It's true. Holy crap. My heart. Coiled sword. I think you're right, Lisu. Any Souls boss is a little overwhelming. At the first. Eh. But I did it. First try. First try, no deaths. I died to the little guys twice before fighting the boss. And then I fight the boss and I one-shot him. Or one-time kill him. Oh, anyway. Open the gates! Yay! I have the coiled sword, which is a lot like all of the other swords found in bonfires, wherever you find them. I know, the gargoyles is the most overwhelming thing ever. Definitely. I don't think there's any boss in Dark Souls that is actually as difficult as the gargoyles fight. Dark Souls 1, that is. Because there's no other fight that requires you to fight multiple enemies at the same time. One shot. I like one-shotting these dudes. Means I'm growing. At least for me. I didn't have half as much trouble with any of the other bosses. Oh yeah, I actually did forget about, I blocked it out of my memory, O and S. Ornstein and Smo, our good old friends. Yeah. Of course, you know, when I played it in my first playthrough, I beat him in just like I said before, like 6 tries. And it took me actually longer to defeat the Bell Gargoyles when I defeated them the first time. What I did with the Bell Gargoyles, instead of just powering through them, was I just spent hours and hours after dying for dozens of times. I realized, okay, something's not working, and then I went and leveled myself up for hours outside of the Bell Gargoyles in the first few areas. Hello, dog. Then I went back, and it was still hard. Still died a few times, and then came back to it. With ONS, it was like, oh my gosh, it's this, you know, it's 2 of them. It killed me. And then powered through it a few more times, ended up winning. It wasn't like too much harder. It was a huge fight, but I wasn't like quite as overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. You know there are 2 of them at the beginning. Holy moly. Yeah, you can work with both of them as if it's like a single fight. And honestly, you know, the Gargoyles is like 1.5 bad guys, but you're totally expecting just the 1 health bar rather than 1.5 health bars. Here we are. Firelight Shrine. I'm sure there's something I missed outside. An item or 2. But I tell you though, ONS is the most difficult fight in the game on NG+. Definitely the most difficult fight in NG+. It took me, what was it, like 4 hours at the least, probably 5 hours to defeat them the first time in New Game Plus. Any souls? And that was just me streaming, so that's all I was doing. Is what I usually did when I played, you know, a new game playthrough. Oh, there's a guy. I would attack Ornstein because he shows the biggest target first. Kill him, get him down, and then fight with giant... Bye! Fight with giant Ornstein after that. And I was used to that, doing that. It was fun, I got used to it. And then in NG+, I just could not defeat the powered up Ornstein. I could hardly defeat a normal normal Smo in New Game Plus. It was that hard. I did try the spectacular difficulty with Spider-Man, just the first few areas after, first few crimes after you open up the towers. Pillage them remains. Oh boy, I'm not fighting those guys. Or that one solitary swordsman. And, I couldn't really tell a difference between spectacular and amazing difficulty in Spider-Man. But in Dark Souls, the difference is huge. So I think this will be a strength build. starting off with a club is a very good way to start a strength build. He's going to be a strong protagonist. Here we are. Firelink Shrine. Oh! I think everyone does that the first time. Loses a bit of health.
Welcome to the bonfire, Unkindled One.
Thank you. I'm a bit dirty.
I'm a firekeeper. I tend to the flame, and tend to thee.
There's our blacksmith friend in the background.
Their thrones, and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am at thy side. Very well.
Level me up.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
It's great, because touch the darkness within me is a reference to demon souls, and if you can hear what she's saying in the background as I'm talking, which you obviously can't, she's saying basically the exact same incantation as in Demon Souls. You actually only made it to the first area. Past Firelink would just keep getting lost and dying a ton, so you never got enough momentum in this game to get very far. Gotcha. Yeah, the momentum is strong so far, especially since I've beat the game once already. Let's talk to the maiden.
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength.
I have one of those.
I will show thee how.
Show me.
Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels. Farewell, Ashen One.
You will get to see...
May the flames guide thee.
At least, you know, the rest of the game vicariously through me. And as you can see, there's just like one ember right there. 2. And we get to place the coiled sword in here, which will then ignite it. There's something about coiled swords that contains the embers within. It is the powers of Gwyn, in fact. Rest, please. Yes. Warmth. Good, good, good. Okay, so... travel... You can travel immediately in this game between bonfires, which is like my favorite thing. I was complaining earlier about the traveling system in Dark Souls 1, that you could only travel after you rang the second Bell of Awakening and after defeating Ornstein and Smoke. So, this game opens it up right away. It was very smart of them. I don't have an undead bone shard, so... Anyway, let's do that thing.
The mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the lords. To Lothric, where the homes of the lords converge.
Kind of skipped a little bit.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
So here we go. What does Vigor do? Gives you HP and resistances. What does Vitality do? Equipment load. Why don't they just call it equipment load? Like, just, I don't know. It also gives you defense, which is good. And we need both if we're going to handle heavy weapons. And we also need endurance and strength. I don't know about faith or intelligence. I don't think I'm going to be using any spells in this run. I used some spells in my first Dark Souls stream, which was fun. But I don't think that's necessary this time. Endurance, Vigor, and Vitality is what I did first, then we'll do Strength.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Very well.
May the flames guide thee.
Thank thee. I thank thee. So what have we got? Oh yes, we have a few souls to pop, in fact. This is one of the first games that you could pop multiple souls at once. Is nice. And... what? No. Yeah, well. How much does that get us? 2,000? Alright, that's not very much.
Ashen One, produce the coiled sword at the bonfire.
I already did, babe.
The mark of ash will guide thee to the land of the lords.
And you already said that.
To Lothric. Very well, then take no...
Ah, so we use the bonfire to move forward. It took me a while to figure that out the first time. We're doing good.
Farewell, Ashen One, may the flames guide thee.
Okay, is there anyone else to meet here? As we see, there are the thrones, and we have to return the lords to their thrones. Ah, yes. The next NPC we meet.
Ah, another one, roused from the sleep of death.
Roused.
Well, you're not alone. We unkindled are worthless. Can't even die right. Gives me conniptions. And it'd have us seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. But we're talking true legends, with the metal to link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
Collapse.
Don't you think?
No. We will lick their boots, and they'll like it.
What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. We're talking true legends, though...
He's already repeating himself. Poor fellow. He's going insane. Right before our very eyes. This area is quite huge, but it's not open, like the first Firelink Shrine was. And that's something else I kind of take issue with. Not seriously, but I do kind of take issue with it. I'd rather have an open Firelink than a closed one, but it also pays homage to Demon Souls.
I see.
I
am Andre. I serve at this shrine.
Hi, Andre.
As a humble smith, forging weapons. You're in search of the Lords of Cinder, I trust? A toilsome journey, I'd wager. You'll require good arms.
I have good arms.
With your weapons. I am a smith. Such is my purpose.
Yeah. Can we even reinforce? No, we cannot. Additional items required. We do have a better shield. Oh yeah, you have to repair things in this game. I kind of dislike that. Can we reinforce Estus? We need Estus shards. A lot Estus. Can we... yeah. I'm not going to be using weapon arts that much at the moment. The moment I do change weapons and require weapon arts is when I will actually use the Ash Flask.
Weapons and protection are sturdy enough by and large, but when overused, they'll eventually break. When their durability is low, repair becomes a necessity. Use a powder, or simply rest at a bonfire. But should chance impel them break, bring them me. I'll hammer them back into shape. They take no pleasure in breaking, I assure ye. So, Handle them with care, if you would.
If you would. I'm sure I already said this.
Pretty be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Anyway, pretty sure I said this before in my Dark Souls playthrough, but Andre is a direct reference to Berserk, the blacksmith in Berserk. Which Guts meets on his journey after the eclipse happens. And he and Casca stay there for a while. Well, Guts meets the equivalent of Andre earlier when he's training off on his own. But, you know, unless you've seen Berserk, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But there is a very similar blacksmith. Looks the same, sounds similar in Berserk. And Berserk really did inspire the Dark Souls games and Miyazaki to no end. Bonfire will deliver thee to Lothric. Thank you. That's actually very helpful, because, you know, some people just won't know that at the beginning. Still haven't met one NPC we've yet to meet. Where is she? Where is she? Oh yeah, there's a secondary area here. Here's a giant from Dark Souls 2. Seed of a giant tree is yet to fall. You can drop down here if you want. There's no real reason to. And this leads to a totally different section of the map. I don't know if I can make it here yet. I might be able to break the game and make it here. Not sure. I've done it before. It may not work this time. Nah. I'll leave it alone. Soul of a deserted corpse. It's locked, then we'll get the key later, by George. And by Jove. There's a ladder that we will kick down later on. There's a secret way. There are secret walls in this game. I mean, secret doors. Hidden doors. Illusory walls is what I'm trying to say. My word, is it difficult to speak like a human being. Yes, this is what I'm looking for.
A pleasure to make thine acquaintance, Ashen One.
Thank you.
I am but a humble handmaid of the shrine. Weapons, armor, trinkets, and spells. I've lots of little things to ease the burden of a weary traveler. And yes, I'm undead too, but not so charitable as to give my goods away. Ashen One, fetch souls and bring them to me. As is thy wont, no?
That's what I want to do. What can we buy from this old hag? We can buy armor. That's something very important. So let us do so now.
Ashen One.
Bring me souls. It's not enough. Not enough. Oh well. Let's see. this off, take this off, take this off. For now. And replace this with this. Which is heavier, but better in every way, basically. Yeah. We have nothing else in our inventory. Okie doke. Let's do it. We're on our way to Lothric. The high wall of Lothric, that is. The one other little nitpick I have about this game is that because you have to fast travel to certain parts of the game to get there, it's kind of disconnected from the rest of the game, even though you can see from certain areas, the areas you came from, it kind of just disassociates the world from all its different parts. That looks like a Lord Vessel with a fire-linking sword, the coiled sword. For some reason, we're able to teleport here because of that. I love the detail in these games. Also the atmosphere, the look, the art direction, it's all wonderful. Dark Souls 1 did have very colorful environments, and this game does have less colorful environments, but for a more artistic design, if that makes sense. Like, anything red or yellow will show up really brightly against this more pallid color palette. The high wall of Lothric. It is very high. Very, very, very high. Like, how are we even breathing? It's so high. Break the box here! Break the box here! You can see over there, I think that's the Cathedral of the Deep? Maybe? Yeah, it is. You get there way late in the game, but you can see it from here. But the fact that you teleport there means you don't really know how the two connect. Dark Souls 1, everything was connected in a way that made sense. They've kind of taken that away from us. No, it's fine. Like I said, Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 are both equally either 9 or 10 out of 10s for me as games. Probably 9s. They're both 9s. They both have things wrong with them that keep them from being the perfect experience. Light the bonfire, please. Thank you. And we have no real idea or reason why these skeletons are growing out of the floor like wood trees. But, we see what they develop into later. I don't remember which way I'm supposed to go now. I'm gonna go this way first. As I feel like it. There's a dead dragon in the distance, so that's interesting. Okay, one shot. That's good. There are many guys praying here that could be killed. Also, this shield enables you to parry. My previous one did not. Kill them! Kill them all. Oh gosh. The parry riposte system is slower right now than I'm used to. Oh, okay. That was a partial parry. Not really sure where the perfect parry lies. Come at me, bro. Oh, okay, never mind. There we go. This guy's easy. also got a soul of a deserted corpse. Great. Fantastic. What was I saying? No idea. Oh yeah, souls show up very briefly and flit by. The number of souls you get flits by really quick, so it's hard to know exactly how much you're getting unless you look at the bar right when you kill a thing. Well, this guy's going to town. His head's a bobbing. I'd like to know what he's listening to. We can go up or down. I'm going up. Of course, there are dudes everywhere. Don't mind me. I'm gonna kill this guy real stealth-like. He almost screamed. That would have been bad. There are a couple guys up here that are a pain in the pants. Okay. Are you okay, bro? Not anymore. Binoculars. Pretty sure binoculars were not invented in the medieval period, but, you know, they had lenses. Glasses were something that very well documented as existing really far back, at least as far back as the Crusades or before. Oof. Okay, just getting rid of my own life. Why don't I? I am Cave Woman. I miss you. Really badly. Okay. Oh, not one shot. Like, yeah. Like Book of Mormon biblical times. Right. Yes. They enable you to see into the angelic realm. Right? Some amazing goggles you have there, prophets of old. And here's a little secret back here I know of, nobody else knows of. You drop down right here, and you're on this thing now. Then you go inside here, and you get this thing, gold pine resin. It's very nice. It gives you electricity on your blade or whatever you use it. I'm not sure I want to go very far in here, because I have absolutely no armor. Ow. I didn't want to do that yet. Wanted to stealth them. These guys are very unobservant, just like Elton. Actually, they're more observant than the guys in Spider-Man. Good thing I blocked that. Fire bomb. Favorite pastime? Barrel rolling. Chair! And boxes, of course. We have equal opportunity destruction here. Hi! How's it going? You want to fight? You want to fight through the bars? Cannot reach you. Oh well. Here we go, downstairs. I don't know where this is gonna take me. Cells. Soul of a deserted corpse. Oh yeah, this place. Hi, Spearman. You look nice. Not dead, even after a backstab. Ouch! Estus isn't giving me 100% life back. These guys are scaring me! Oop. Okay, that didn't work at all. Whoa. Didn't even know that guy was there. Ambush. No fair. What's on that? That's a dragon. That's a dragon up there. Get out of here, get out. Oh, that's a lot of death back there. Oh, crap, I am so dead. Didn't really know what to do in that situation. Sure we'll be able to get back there without dying, right, guys? Let's just go for it. Let's just run. Excuse me. And down. And these guys don't know I'm here yet, so that one does. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh yes, Mysos. We're fine. Oh, there's two of them. That's not good. Lock on, please. We both hurt each other. Ouch. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Or am I? Oh yeah. Well, I might be able to press on to the next bonfire. Might be something I can swing. That guy doesn't know how to use his shield at all. Good for me. Oh, boy. Thank you, dragon, for getting rid of all of mine enemies. There's a knight. And there's a guy here. And that guy's dead. Oh, he doesn't even see me. He has tunnel vision. Oh, he sees me now. Crap! I don't have very much endurance for this guy. Good thing I have a club. And Estus. Oh! Crikey! Yes! Man, there are so many encounters in this game that get your heart just racing. Not so in a lot of games. I didn't even mean to do. Oh well. So of a deserted corpse. We're getting a lot of souls. Where's the next bonfire? Give it to me. Uh-oh. I see you there. Don't pretend. There. Don't pretend you're being sneaky. Oh, I got an Estus flask restored. Depending on the number of human enemies you kill, or once human enemies, zombies, you kill, your Estus will restore. So if you get a certain number, it will restore it. Yeah, that's a very basic idea, but it's very nice, actually. Where did it? There's one assassin, and there's another. Don't you do that. Okay, he fell down. Right in the arm. Oh, he's faster than me. Way faster. Better, faster, stronger. I hit you. You dead. I alive. And going back now. I can even make it past the dragon. I'm running. Okay, we're good. Now I have to fight all those dudes. Crap. Yeah, what I want to do is get back to Firelink and buy some chainmail. Because this is ridiculous. I need to be able to survive a little easier. Just a little bit. Crap. I'll draw them. Oh, right. And quarter them. No. I'll just get past them and run. Run like the little coward I am. Yes! Get back to your places, you idiots. Just travel back to Firelink. My word. It's always tense in this game. Always thrilling. There's very little downtime between thrilling exploits. You could just spend the whole game without leveling up, and that is like the most intense experience of your life.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
Thank you.
Speak thine heart's desire.
I need more endurance.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me.
He's very obliging.
From...
This girl. Okay, no, that's not what I want. I want this. And twice? Maybe? I don't know if that's being greedy. Just once. And then...
Farewell, Ashen One.
We'll not kill the Herald.
Oh, how may I be of service?
By selling me something that I want. Such as chain armor. Yes. And... chain leggings. Yes.
Ashen
That's
One,
all.
be sure to bring more souls.
Very well. Here we go, we're actually getting normally equipped. Now I don't have a head thing. Chain armor. And leggings. Yes. We are armored. Fancy that. Let's get back to the fight. Does this guy have anything else to say?
What a sick joke.
Nope.
Asking us.
He's Mr. One-Track Mind. I didn't really even open up a new area, did I? Oh well. There was more area to find. Something that's always good about Dark Souls is the levels are huge. Huge, humongous. So I'm going right this time. And you can't stop me. Am I encumbered at all? I'm not sure. Can't tell. We'll keep leveling up endurance, and that'll... Well, actually, vitality needs to be leveled. Okay, that scared me. Die, you dog. You literal dog. That dog is huge! I forgot how massive these idiots are. These trolls. What are you doing up there? I came from there. At least I thought I did. Yeah, there's that guy. How brazen. This guy doesn't even look as large at all. This one was like the mama. Hello, Mr. Giant Axeman. My word. Just cuts straight through my shield. Yes! I did it! And he's still alive. I need a better weapon. Unless my weapon already broke. Wow, that delay. He killed me. Maybe hit me. Basically. I'm thinking the right side is much more difficult than the left side. I should just use two-handed all the time. Ooh, he gave me something. Standard boats. Nothing to cast them with. There's me souls. Yeah, that guy is way bigger. Now this is gonna be tough. Dealing with all these large enemies. Yes! Those guys will one-shot me unless I am... Do I need to go both ways right now? Not really. I think this way is closer to the next bonfire, which is why I would take it. The other one is kind of a roundabout way of getting there. There. Bloodborne has taught me to be very aggressive, and that may not be a very good thing in this game. These men are big and strong. I get a great axe. My word. Yeah, it's faster than Dark Souls 1, much slower than Bloodborne. If I get just a normal sword, the combat would be much faster, of course. Well... Hi. I'm just gonna waltz over here. Pick up what this guy dropped. And go on my merry way. Longbow and standard bolts. Very important. Heavens, help us. That thing is the fighting equivalent of Udex Gundyr. It can kill you just as fast. I don't know that there's a a weapon or an item behind him, but killing him would probably net me a really good amount of souls. And maybe an item. Maybe a good item, but maybe I was... No, yeah, this is the correct way. Go down these stairs to get to the next area. I'm not fighting that guy right now, because I'm not a suicidal person. I don't want to die yet. Again. Does not open from this side. Well, blast it all then. I do have to go left. That is like the way to go. If I remember correctly. I just remember going right in order to get to the next bonfire, but that must have been after I've already gone left and opened up the shortcuts. Dark Souls is all about shortcuts. Let's just replenish some stuff here. Kill this thing. Gotcha. Yeah, a lot of the innovations that happened with Bloodborne were kind of carried over, I guess, a little bit into Dark Souls 3. And I think they could have gone on to make Dark Souls 3 much faster than it already is. But there was also a big, desire of the Dark Souls 1 fans for the combat to be exactly the same as Dark Souls 1, so... we have now the combination of the two. Rather than one that's closer to one or the other. I mean, this is closer to Dark Souls 1 combat, but it feels super different. Like, you can't really, you cannot at all interrupt yourself in the middle of attacks, which I think you can do in Bloodborne. Like, if you roll, you can't roll out of the roll. Attack, you can't roll out of it. You have to wait for the full animation. Sometimes the lighting looks absolutely fantastic in this game. Like, right here. Fantastic. Way it's... But where is it coming from? Where's light coming from? Are you telling me it comes directly through there? But the gleam is coming from this direction. So what's up with that game? And that's my problem with the rest of the graphics, is unrealistic light sources. But, it's not a big deal. It's just kind of something that you wouldn't expect in a next generation game. Dragon is doing his work. Are you done? You done up there? Don't kill me. Gonna have to face the night again. That was a very late parry. Oh boy. Don't do that, please. It's so scary. Oh. Oh, wow. Drink. Something of his Lothric Knight armor, yes! Ugh. This is some of the best armor in this game. I don't even know if I can wear it yet, but it is very good. Weight ratio 48%. That is not too bad, actually. Yeah, it's you look kind of ridiculous, but what is that to better armor? Oh, forgot about these losers. I don't know if I want to attack the rest of those guys yet, or venture on. Bonfire! If I had just gone a little further the first time I went left, this is what I would have found. Yes, rest at the stinking bonfire. Of course. I don't know that well, should I go back? Level up? Most likely. Titanite Shard. Where do we go from here? I don't know. That dragon doe. Spiny dragon pants. There's a dead one in the distance and a live one in the foreground. Yeah, I'll go back to Firelink. Fine. Okay then.
Welcome.
Give me levels.
Very well. Then touch take nour.
Alright, what do we need? A little bit of vitality. More strength. Please.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
And thee as well. I guess. Thing in the right-hand corner is driving me nuts. Oh my gosh. Okay. You selected. This is probably just like 200 souls right here. This is a pretty good number, actually.
Ah, well, how may I be of service?
I don't know, how can you be of service? Repair powder. Repairs with weapons and armor. Gloves? I suppose? Pretty cheap. Homeward Bones are also cheap. But leather gauntlets for now. More defense. And chain helm. Why not?
Ashen One, be sure to bring more souls.
But of course.
Well, Matt, it's good to see ye in good health.
Repair?
What needs smithing?
Oops. Repair coming. Nothing needs repairing. Very good. Reinforced weapon. So what does Warcry do? That's what I want to know. I'll probably look at that before I make any decisions.
Pretty be careful.
I'll be careful, old man. And now we'll cover up our beautiful hair. Quite sad, in all honesty. Leather gauntlets? That works. We are much better suited to this world now. Hey! Hey, crestfallen knight, I have the same headpiece as you. Isn't that exciting? Are you excited? You can hear me. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. No, oh well. Okay. Hour on the wall. Yes. They say to carry a lot of moss clumps in order to keep poison away, but there's a limited number of moss clumps in the world, at least for most of the game. It's really hard to be prepared for poison places when you can only find poison moss clumps in the places you're poisoned. That's basically how it works. Doing a little more damage. Uh-oh. They're onto me. Gotcha. I would kind of like their hoods. It's a good look. Wait, is there anything to be found behind all of this junk? Always have to check. Always. What is over here? Oh, I know what's over here. I don't want to go over there yet. What's over here? Oh, hi. Oh. He just turned his back to me willingly. And did it again. What a doofus. Okay. Wait, is this the area that you open? No, this is later. It's locked. Of course. I just barely step on a barrel and it just explodes like a balloon. Pow! Cry havoc, let loose the dogs of war. Okay. Ooh. No. I need to put something else on my quick bar. Fire bombs. Yes. Because that happens. Explody-doos. He has them too. He was going to ambush me with them. The dotard. Throwing knives. I can use those as well. Those are very useful. Hi. You're just tacking the wall in here by yourself? More throwing knives. Yay. Mail breaker. Sounds like a wrestling move. I have no idea what it would be. Mail breaker! Anything to find? Any little nooks? Mm-hmm. Oh, I see some daddies over there. Lying in wait. Hanging in wait. Crazy. Crazy persons. A locked door. I will come back for you, my, triangular-headed friend. I don't know that guy. Hearing strange noises up above. Let's go see what they are, shall we? Oh, it's just one of these dudes. Oof. Ghost. These two. That's a really big wind-up for very little reward. Very little increase in a damage. Or dead dragon. Well, I actually have very little sympathy for the dragons. They're cool looking and all. But, what were they doing good for the world? Oh, crap. Yeah, there he is. Oh, there. Black goo. Whoops. Well. No. Okay, I'm really bad at shot. I'm gonna descend and then ascend immediately. Because I want to get the, drop attack on him. He doesn't like fire, does he? Is he coming? Can't see a blooming thing. Oh. He's not coming. Well then, I have strategies. Strats. He has no idea where the fire came from. No, yes. Run. Get up there. Okay. He's moving away. He doesn't want to let me hit him with the falling attack. What does you have for me, goop monster? Titanite shard and an ember. That is actually really, really good reward for killing that thing. More of these tree-ish things. And a crystal lizard. I knew he was here. I hear him. Oh crap, hit him! Hit him! There you go. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh well, I'll find him again. Glove is very unwieldy. Those sorts of things. Now we were over there just a minute ago. We were looking this direction. There are some hanging fools. Ow! How dare you shoot at me? Ow. To him than I was. These guys are all giants. Like they've all Stretched out. I have no idea which way I want to go right now. It's an open choice where you go next. No. They heard me. I need a better shield. Hello. Wow. Pots. I see something shiny, and it's a baddie. What's behind door number 1? Yes, you're right, it's a zombie with a sword. Undead hunter charms. Those keep any enemy you throw them at from regenerating health, I think. Anyone else? Challenge me? No? Good. Oh, there is. Ring out. Ring out. Smash them barrels. As well as that like button. And that follow button. Smash it. With a hammer. I hear things that I don't like. Hi. Oh my word. He's very energetic. Yes. I will break you. Arr. This guy isn't so hard once you hit him with a club. Oh. I mean, that's anyone, right? Uh-oh. That was too close. Too close for comfort. I only have one Estus left. Just roll through it, man. Just roll through it. Green Blossom. I think that helps with your endurance. Don't want to go anywhere yet. That will not allow me to get back. I know this area pretty well, but I've forgotten quite a lot of it. Basically the equivalent of a blind playthrough. But some friends have given you tips, you know. That's what this is. As to where to go and what to do. It's always kind of surprising whenever you step on something didn't know was there. Oh! Well, we know that's not a mimic. Would have waken up by now. Would have awoken. Silver Eagle Kite Shield. Good. And I've never used the club before. And it's proving powerful, but not as powerful as I would have expected. This is where it came from. That's where it came from. Right? Yes? Yes. Right? Yeah. Where it came from. I could probably, well, what's over there? I don't know what's over there. We'll find out. Just a lot of adventuring going on. It's an adventure game. It's what it is. Next, cool. What is this room all about? A broadsword! One of my favorite weapons. When will I be able to use this? 32 strength! Heavens to Betsy. That's too much. 117 damage versus 108. A broadsword is a much better weapon right now than the club. Believe it or not. Did I? No, I didn't loot that. Soul of a deserted corpse. Get wrecked. Good. Nobody seems to care that their favorite dog was just blown up. Staboo. There we go. That's more like it. 2 great axes. And Titanite. That's good. I like Titanite. That knight is tight. Estus Shard. Oh. That is a really good item. Allows you to get more Estus. Ow. That guy is coming behind me, I'm sure. No, he's not. He's walking around very slowly. One thing about the broadsword, it's extremely short. Shorter than the club. I need help. I'm in a difficult situation. Oh, doggy. Good. Cell key. We know where we're going next, boys. And girls. Ladies and gentlemen. Of the press and otherwise. Let's see what's out here. Large men. Large man. You can drop down, but why on earth would I want to do that? Especially when there's such a large man around. That looks like the way out. So if we do drop down, get this item, we can run! Oh my gosh. I'm doing something very, very stupid. This guy is alive, isn't he? Yep. Crap. Right, that guy didn't find me. I am almost dead. So close, almost dead. Boss man? More like mini-boss man. There's no title that he has, no name or health bar. He's just really big man. So how did I get there before? Directly across the way in that tower. Go up. Yes. I can still hear that guy. Oh, what did... I missed an item? Large soul of a deserted corpse. How dare I miss items? Whether he's a boss man or a mini boss man, I'm not doing that now. Another item I missed. My attentions have been remiss in this section of the game. Now that goes straight back to the other bonfire. This goes to the main bonfire. I need to do this anyway, so... Bonfire is a welcome rest from the horrors of battle. I also need way more souls these days to level up, so... Not going to go back just yet. Oh! Right in the face. Now fast enough to counter bad guys before they're able to hit me. Is nice. What with my sword and all. Oh. Look at that butcher knife just sticking right out of my collarbone. Feels great. Oh yeah, I went below. I went below. I remember now. Wow, that used all of my endurance. I need way more of that stuff. Okay, he's dead. We exchanged blows, but I was the victor. To the victor, go the spoils. Don't kill me. Thank you. He couldn't even get the explosive out of his pouch. More Titanite, that is great. I mean, that's the only the first level of level ups that you can, do to make your weapons more powerful. But used cell key. Who is this shameful little creature?
Ah. You're no jailer, are you?
No.
No, you're from far away. And judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. If that's true, then I have a favor to ask. Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind. I may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then, huh?
But of course.
Very well. I humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement, and I promise to assist you.
You misspelled grey.
Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
Blue Tearstone ring. An excellent ring, the first ring we have gotten so far. Increased damage absorption when HP is low. Good. That guy, that voice actor, that character has a better voice actor than he deserves. I mean, the voice acting in this game is generally pretty amazing. Excuse me, my voice sounds a little weird now. I have a cough drop in me mouth, even as I speak. I hope it's not too distracting. But now he will be our friend throughout the rest of the game. There you have it. And he will be found at the shrine. I have no idea how he's able to poof teleport himself there. But, the games... I don't know. Magic? Magic, perhaps? Okay, now we can channel... Ugh. Now we can challenge that big dude. Oh! You sons of guns. Also, you can keep those big giant black things from popping up by going straight to them and killing them. Don't do that. No! That guy's angry. Whoops. Good, good. Also, where's the Crystal Lizard? Are you there, Crystal Lizard? I lost him. Again. Guess I took too much time with the acolytes. Also, I didn't go that way. Now I'll get rid of this guy so he doesn't pose a threat later. Oof. Oh, that guy was one shot. Love it. Black firebomb. Even more powerful than the normal firebomb. Why am I here? I'm just gonna hurt myself if I drop. So? Oh, bye. Ugh. I killed myself. Whoa. I didn't know that I would not live. Well, phooey. Where was I? Going down, I guess? Yeah? More throwing knives. Those guys are always a good source of throwing knives. Oh yeah, right here. Very close. Oh wow. That guy down there? Yeah. Gotcha. And then kill this dude. Then run over here. Lizard, yes. You. You're mine. Oh, one more. Yeah! Raw gem. That's okay. Is there a way to tell which ones will turn into horrible beasts? The one that stands up the first time. And they usually are shirtless. They're all shirtless. Like this guy was the guy. Horrible black monsters. Yeah. Came right out of his belly. It's literally the embodiment of gluttony and greed. You will learn later what it actually is. No! Stop it! Where are my poles? There they are. I don't need to go down there. That way. I can go down the usual route, which is easier. And doesn't kill you. This is a very long way down. Just don't let this guy fool you. These guys sure are quick. Yeah, these guys are also just dead. Echoes of a past not so long ago. Or maybe so long ago that nothing is left but the metal armor they were wearing. Ember. Very good. I think I'm gonna Ember for this. Where are my Embers? Switch. Ember. Yeah. Wait. That's not right. I need to have it close. Ember. There. Kablooey! Ember restored. That enables us to have like a quarter of our health increased. I mean, our health is increased by a quarter now. And the guy saw me. That's kind of like Humanities in the original. Oh, this is bad. He has magic as well. I throw little grenades at you that do nothing. Okay, that's not fair. Hit him. I'm gonna die. Yeah. His range. Quite long. I guess having a good shield for that is the answer. You might even be able to parry him, but I'm not confident enough to try that. Yeah. Oh, why'd you hit me? I'm getting worse at the game. Keep the shield up. Yet again, I shall run. Is the beginning of this harder than Dark Souls 1? Yeah, it is. Definitely. Because Dark Souls 1 gave you kind of a long tutorial section. It allows you to get along without really dying a whole lot. That guy might not even turn into what he is, but still, you engage him. But anyway. Yeah, there are a lot of things that can kill you in this opening section. The castle in Dark Souls 1, and mainly just these guys. There wasn't very much variety. I'm gonna die here. Maybe not. But yeah, the armor isn't as useful in this game. Like, if you started with the Knight class in Dark Souls 1, you were pretty safe throughout most of the game, at least in terms of how much damage you take compared to the rest of the classes. And if you choose the Bandit, which was the strength class, you could get pretty far with just the strength that you start with. This guy is much harder than any of the mini-bosses that you meet first off. You can just go past him, there's no problem with that, but you know me. No! My timing is off. No more Estus. Ow. Yeah, like I said, this was made for Dark Souls fans, and so for the starting area to be as easy as Dark Souls 1, that'd be just normal, I think. They wanted to up the ante to show people they could still make games just as hard or harder. But in the long run, like over the course of the game, I think this is a little more accessible over the long run of the game. There's never a point where I was like, oh, where do I go now? I don't know. There's always pretty clear. But as I recall, some people have had that issue with this game. I don't think as many as did with Dark Souls. But I certainly didn't, so. That's just my experience. I can't remember where all of this leads. Do I have any other item that can heal me? Oh yes, I do. I have the embers. I don't really need to use that right now. Those are pretty hefty. Oh my. Where does this lead? Hard to remember. If I get hit once, I'm dead. Was close. I was really stressing out about this area because there are just so many little guys that run at you, try to kill you. That's like the perfect answer to my status right now. Just one shot me, and you're good. Get one shot in, but I nailed him, so very proud of myself. I feel like there should be... Oh, floating box. Anyway. Elevator. Going up. Interesting. I cannot remember where this goes. Throwing knife. Yes, this is where I remember being at the beginning of the game. The very beginning of this area. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. Alright. Do not let them live at all. Okay. We killed each other in glorious combat. No! Well, I opened the way, so we're closer to where we were now that we're back at this bonfire. Well, that's not true. I'm gonna traverse the bonfire to the other bonfire that we started at, and then you'll see where we were. Travel, I will le quick. But it's okay. We're fine. I'm fine. I'll get back there by golly. Okay. Yes. Going right now. Going right. Right now. Right now, we're going right now. Now. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh heavens. Yes. Get deaded. Also, I can just drop down right here to where I was. Yes. That bad guy is just standing wherever I am standing. He knows exactly where I am and what he's doing. He's like, you killed me last time. Come to finish the job. Wow, he is good. He's ready. So ready. Take it. My mortal enemy has been slain. And another raw gem. That guy, that's a pretty rare drop for one such as himself. Okay, we're going to go back to the beginning and level up some. As long as dogs don't bite me, give me rabies. Okay. Leave. Let us leave this place. Come back later. Wow, we have a lot of souls. I mean, relative to where we are in the game. A good amount. We have one of these, a shard soaked in Estus. Gave to the blacksmith at the shrine to increase usages of the Estus flask. Best noob burial gift? The shard? Is that what you're referring to? Or what is the best noob burial gift? I would say the life ring. That is the best. Yeah, I see. Yeah. A life ring, it increases your health by a slight margin. And you won't come across any other rings for quite a while, and you get 4. Let's see how many slots you get. 4 slots. So it's really good for starting out. Otherwise, I would get second to that would be the souls, the sovereignless souls. That's what I used, and it gave me a few levels early on. I didn't want to go there. I want to go to Firelink Shrine. Silly me. Awesome. Have you played with the knight before? Let's see. The Narp.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
Yeah, the knight armor is really cool. Like,
very well.
My favorite.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take.
Sounds a little creepy, but I'll do it. 1 and 2. Wow, we have a lot. Into 1. Good. Yes, the souls item is definitely less good when you already have some levels, although it does... Like, it's always just nice to have more levels, right?
Farewell,
but of course, when you could have a ring of life ring, that's nice.
Ah, well met, Ashen One.
There's no, like, obviously better burial gift. They've balanced that out in this game, because in Dark Souls 1, it was like, Master Key! Master Key! You know, right. So, in this one, there's not really that kind of dynamic. We need a torch. I don't have a torch. Wait, do we need a torch? Are torches even useful in this game? I don't even remember using them very much at all. Yeah, she can sell us nothing at this point with what we
Passion
have.
1. Beat 1.
Let's talk to this dude, and we can give him
Tis good, wasn't he?
an Estus doohickey. Yes. Increasing number of uses. We now have 5 Estus flasks. You're tempted by the idea of DS1 on your Switch, but you don't think you can justify paying $40 for that. And Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out in a few days. Ugh. Did you play the first Red Dead Redemption? Because I didn't. But I heard it was amazing. But yeah, I'd put my money on Red Dead Redemption 2. Definitely if you loved it. Because, yeah, you've already played Dark Souls 1. But there's also that thing where it's like, sometimes you get the hankering to play something like Dark Souls 1. It's a kind of a beat-em-up RPG.
Joke. Asking at all.
Right, yeah, exactly, when you're on call. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption is great. But if Red Dead Redemption was on the Switch, what then? Unfortunate that it wouldn't be on the Switch. I mean, I wouldn't imagine that it would be. Still a PlayStation doohickey. Sony, I suppose, wants all of that moolah. Okay. This dude can get stabbed in the back. Oh my. Oh golly. I'll let you is. Gotcha. Handle a game that's expected to push the PS4 and Xbox to their limits, yeah. Whoa! Oh, this is a bad sit rep. Oh. Just kind of went barreling into madness right just there. Gulp. No, no, no. Oh. Still hit me. Indeed. I mean, Zelda Breath of the Wild? I mean, that wasn't too graphic heavy, but it looked amazing. Even on the Switch. Right. Any small handheld console will never be quite the same as a console. It is all about the art style, Breath of the Wild. And that's the thing. It depends on the art style and how upgraded it is, how much of an upgrade it is from games such as Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2. Because as the PlayStation 2 is a great example of, it loves to make use of PlayStation 3 games. Sometimes even PlayStation 4 games on PS2. Of course, that didn't always work out very well, but some of those games were actually pretty good. Gotcha. Just saying. One of these days, we can, in terms of, you know, when our technology meets the demand, we'll be able to have Red Dead Redemption 2 games on a handheld doohickey. Eventually. Of course, then we'll have, you know, ridiculous VR games, hyper-realism, and all that. I don't know if that's the way that things are going, however. Oh no, I'm not, you know. You're not complaining at all. It's the Switch, though. It's not, like, they didn't try for the most amazing graphical fidelity console. They weren't really even competing in the market for, like, PS4, Xbox 360 recognition, or Xbox One, or Xbox One X. They're like, you know what? Nintendo people, you know, we're gonna make something new. We're gonna create a handheld platform that will also support all kinds of online play and big name games, and you can play with it on your television. Oh. But yeah, it is what it is. To be honest, I was kind of surprised. I think everyone was surprised when they said that Dark Souls 1 would be on the Switch. It was like, really? Dark Souls on the Nintendo Switch? Pretty crazy decision. Oh, now I have to kill this guy again. Well, I don't have to. He comes back every time. Oh. Best Switch games, first party or otherwise, the ones that embrace that can't push the highest end graphics and have an art style that looks great without requiring the most powerful console. It is true. You are correct. Ugh. I never really even saw gameplay from the Switch, like what it looked like. I mean, I can imagine Dark Souls 1, what it would look like, but at the same time, I just never seen it. Golf Story? That sounds really cute. 2D schoolish RPG. That's kind of quite a way to say it. What even is that over there? Do I need that? Oh boy. Well, now I'm here. Ring of Sacrifice. The Ring of Sacrifice was really necessary in Dark Souls sometimes. I don't feel like it's so necessary here in Dark Souls 3. Crap. The Switch is a thing where you need to have it in your house and play docked on your TV and then take it out to play somewhere else and realize how seamless that is. It's true, being able to do both on one platform is amazing. It shows quite a leap in logic. You're able to play in a different way and think about gaming in a different way than you usually would. It's like, oh, gotta, you know, you want to go somewhere and play some games? Well, you gotta bring this hulking console. There we go. That guy was not very interested in killing me. Can we drop it? Nope, that's death. That is straight death. This looks like a secret path. I can't really remember where to go from here. Yeah, wait. You just go down. I didn't even see this staircase. I'm silly. Well, that guy was writhing about. That big guy still there? Yep. Sure is. Doesn't have to do it. It's apples saying, but it just works. It works. It just works. I get what you're putting down there, Zissou. I'm picking it up. Don't look at me, you spearman. Crap. I am so smushed. Ah. I do not smell what you're stepping in right now, but I can imagine how bad it smells. Oh, crap. Oh, I can smell what I'm stepping in. Ow. Run! Okay, I'm gonna die fighting. Well, this is awkward. Don't get killed. Okay, thank you. I really don't know where I need to go in order to make this easy. Where is this? Oh yeah, this is where I was meant to be. Hello. This is a big cathedral thing. Very nice blue.
Ah, the wait has been long, unkindled one. I am Emma, High Priestess of Lothric Castle.
Yeah, he's
Allow me
out.
to speak frankly. You will not find the Lords of Cinder here. They have left, gone, to their churning homes converging at the base of this castle. Head to the bottom of the high wall, forge on through the great gate, and raise this banner to proceed.
I will raise it. I love how she says churning homes. Back to the churning homes. It's like, why are their homes churning? I don't get it. But yes, their homes are definitely churning. Small Lothric banner. So we have to beat a boss before we can use that. And I'm afraid... So... guess we're never doing that, ever. What is the, oh crap. Will you turn around so I can stab you? Thank you. And now go slow enough to where I can reach you. And don't turn around. He's gonna turn around. Crap! Run! I need to get down here with all 4 of my Estus flasks. That's what I need to do. I don't want to use a homeward bone. That would be bad. Waste of an item. Oh. Oh, Jeebs. Jeepers. Oh, come on, bonfire. Don't do this to me! Really? Wow. I have no nerds. Gotcha. You little dog. Now I have 5 S's. S's? I have 5 S's. I never went up top. Should I do that now, or should I do that later? Do that later. Well, I'll do that now. More souls are always good. More levels. Very nice animation from Bloodborne. The flailing zombie dude is back. I want to get over here. Trying to piece together in my mind this puzzle of a map. Yeah, I need to go this way. To the left. Those dogs are still chasing me. I will be very angry. Back to the old familiar places. Oh, I did not expect any of that. He rocked my socks, that dragon. Do it again. Do it again. There are more guys down there. I don't want to fight them. I look like Braveheart. Do it again. Do it again. Open the gate. I wanna be the very best. No one ever was. Ow. Got an ember for that? That's good. Yeah, Udex Gundyr is way easier after playing through DS1. Definitely. No doubt. Ain't no doubt about it. Yeah, it was meant to be, like, an easy boss, but only for returning players of Dark Souls. I mean, not easy. But you can understand how he would be a first boss of Dark Souls game. Don't follow me. Crap. This is all fine. We're good. Oh crap. They're all following me. How about a taste of your own medicine? Oh, he doesn't care. Yeah. I'll be back. You died. The good old red letters. A red letter A. Okay, to the other wall, please. And by the way, I bet you defeated Udex Gundyr by how you speak of him. Therefore, I must congratulate you. Zissou plays games. Very good. Souls retrieved. Now let's return to the shop. There's nothing really that I want from the woman. What about you?
Well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health.
Well met. What needs smithing this day? Reinforced broadsword? I mean, heck, it's a real good weapon. I mean, wow, it's real good. How many Titanite shards does it take? 2. It takes 2 Titanite shards to upgrade your first weapon, whereas in Dark Souls 1, it took only 1 for your first upgrade. What does this take? The Claymore, which is already at 138 damage, requires 16 strength and 13 dexterity. So that's what we'll be aiming for. 16 strength, 13 dexterity. 3 points into dexterity, and 3 points into strength. Let's upgrade the broadsword. That's what we'll be using for the majority of this first area, these first levels. Repair equipment? Don't need to. A lot Estus. I want a lot. Yes, that's what I want. I want a lot of Estus. And leave.
But be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Ah, well met. How may I be of service?
Everyone keeps saying it's well met, but is it really? I don't need anything at the moment. From you. Where is our maiden? There she lies.
Welcome home, Ashen One.
Greetings.
Speak thine heart's desire.
Levels.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
They're mine. Okay, so, yeah. That's only 1 level. Gosh darn it. 2,800 is only 1 level now. Gonna be tough. level up very soon.
Farewell, Ashen.
But we also do have quite a few souls that need to be upped. Kabooey! We'll probably get one more level out of that.
Welcome. Very well. Then take.
Yepers. Seven, yep. Strength. Strength up first, because that'll be doing more damage.
Farewell, Ashen One. May
The next thing I fight,
guide.
which is the first boss of Dark Souls 3. The true boss. I think of it as the first boss, but it's not really. Udex Gundyr is the first boss, the second boss. But we are going to fight next. And we are going to fight him. And we are going to win. No doubt. Greatsword. This ultra great sword with its thick blade is one of the heaviest of its kind, highly destructive if intolerably heavy. Again, reference to Berserk. Alright, where need I to go next? Well, wait a minute, can I even use... I think I can use Claymore now. Just two-handing it. Let's see. I'm not sure about that. You can stab with the claymore? I mean, of course you can, but I would expect a sweep myself. Yeah, it takes way too much endurance. Not practical. Let's go. Fight what we know. And it's not in this direction. Wait, that's the only direction we can go, so wait. Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong place. Travel to the secondary area. I mean the first area, from the second. What I'm doing. Going down the elevator now. So, what, if anything, if you're still there, Zisu, made you want to get the Nintendo Switch in the first place? I do not have a Switch myself, but the ability to play those, you know, games both on your television and portably is a huge reason. Like, what games? Oh, I see. Breath of the Wild, of course. That's the selling point of that device. Quite truly. Really and truly. I was quite tempted myself in that direction because of Breath of the Wild when I saw it, when it came out. Like, oh my gosh! A Zelda game that's like, has the same aspect ratio, or not aspect ratio, but point of view as Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess. Because I love those games. Could either get Wii U or Switch to play it, and you chose the Switch because of that, and the other exclusive that would be coming. Wii U would have been cheaper, but with no more new games coming to it. That is very true. And yeah, you can now play, like, the Super Mario Smash Brothers on the Switch. At least, I think it's out now. Is that out now for the Switch? If not, it's on the horizon. I don't keep up very much with Nintendo, news these days. Right. Coming soon. That looks like a boatload of fun. Super Mario Odyssey is amazing. That helped your choice a lot. Yes. It's all about the fun factor with the Nintendo Switch. That's what games ought to be about, right? It's my 2 cents. Graphics are great. Visuals are great, but game has to be good and fun. Says the guy playing Dark Souls. Yeah, I mean, this is fun to me. Like, just the act of slaying secondary minions is like my favorite thing about this game. Like, not to speak of the bosses or the difficulty. Like, the difficulty speaks to more of the challenging, mentality. Like, I need to challenge in order for it to be fun. If I'm not challenged, then it's not worth it. But there is that, like I keep saying, risk-reward system that I really appreciate in games, where if it is difficult, then I will appreciate my victory in it a whole lot more. But, on top of that, even if I'm losing in Dark Souls, I'm still having fun, because I'm just so into the simple mechanics of attacking and dodging and all that rot. So it's still all about fun. Ah! Where'd he go? There he is. Even if there are parts that are frustrating, like Neo, broke that balance for me. Dark Souls is easier than Neo, in my opinion. I hold that opinion very firmly, having played through about a third of it. I just got... Ow! I wanted to run away and not get hit by you. Like, of course, the fun factor has a lot to do with visual feedback from your just regular actions. And Dark Souls has amazing audio to go along with its amazing visuals. Like, whenever you hit an enemy, it's like, ugh, it feels really good. It's like, splat! It's kind of an unrealistic sound effect, but it makes it really, really fun to hack into the enemies. Crossbow! We finally have something to shoot with. Now I only have 3 Estus flasks, but we can get by. Right? Yeah. Where are my... Oh, there they are. Okay. I need to get good at killing these things. These spearmen. Hi. Come hither. I would like to play with you. Ah! This is also preparing you for the next enemy that you'll be fighting. At least slightly. Go! Uh-oh. Man. Oh! He is very aggressive. No! I didn't want to use my Estus. Take that. It's one hit. Wow, that was quite the scream. Not good at these guys yet. I'm thinking parrying is the answer. Parrying is the answer. Parrying is the way. Like it, there's no other. To parry is the way. Hello, Axeman. Goodbye, Axeman. Hold the lever. Frunk. Yeah, I'd recommend a little bit of grinding of these lesser brutes for a while, or going and fighting the Lothric Knights, because that's what they are. Ones with the same kind of armor that I'm wearing. Quite a big gap between normal enemies and them. If you don't have enough health, they'll do to you what they are doing to me. 10. It took 10 health off for that. I need more endurance. More than anything. Whoa! That takes away your stamina. Yes! You're dead, son. Lothric Knight Sword. Let's see. I can't use it yet. Of course. It only has 103. It's a dexterity build. Makes sense. Don't want to die, so I'll use Estus. Okay, got one hit in. That's good enough for me. Spear is very quick. Missed me. Alright. Okay, I went that way. So now I will go this way. Hello. Gotcha. You fish. Ah. I don't know why that's my battle cry. Lothric Knight Gauntlets. We'll see if I can actually wear those without over-encumbering myself. More encumbrance. More frost resistance, which is good for the next fight. And it looks better. So, that's what I'm using. Lucerne. Lucerne. It requires more dexterity, but of course. Got those items. Now on to the Blue Knight. We've been fighting Red Knights this whole time. Now for the Blue Knight. He is very, very frightening. Hopefully he will not notice me. He noticed me. He is a red-eyed Blue Knight. Oh my heavenly days. He can one-shot you. If his sword is made holy... Good grief, I didn't even know that. The fact that I didn't get that stealth kill, or stealth hit, back stab, is what screwed me over in that situation. And the fact that I couldn't recover from a one-shot, that's impossible. Why did I kick him? I don't know. Double kill! I probably need to level up again, especially my endurance. I need to be able to roll for days, and I can only roll for maybe a few hours, you know? Need to roll for weeks. You should be able to hit enemies with the butt of your sword. That'd be nice. With the pommel. So you can, you know, end them rightly. Oh wow, that... Is it worth it right now to get past these guys? I don't know. Ah. Close. Got a partial parry there. Just learning the parries. Good at killing these guys. Didn't lose too many souls. Just 2,000. That's probably not even one level anymore. Why did I use all my Estus instead of... Out of my way? What's going on? My word. That was a silly mistake. I was trying to hit square in order to pull the lever, and instead it didn't hit the lever at all. I just drank a bunch of Estus. Come on. Thank you. Now, can I bonfire? No. Doesn't really matter. At this point, I could die and just end up right back here. And 5 Estus shards is not very much. To be honest. Oh, okay, that was close. Yay, I can take a guy out in 1 stamina bar. Yeesh. I forgot that the button to press was X instead of square. I look like Joan of Arc. In the paintings. Man, that guy is... He tracks you like the devil. The devil himself. I'm gonna go down here. Thank you very much. Kill this guy. That took away over half my health right there. No items in this direction? Okay, just a really old, bad skeleton shield man. Ooh, a spear. That's dexterity if ever I saw a weapon. It's a dexterity weapon, a spear would have to be it, right? Okay, let's Ember. I've never found a good reason to Dark Sign. Use it. Why would you... You have bone marrow, or bone shard, what's it called? Homeward bones. Why wouldn't you use those instead of getting rid of all of your souls just to go back to a bonfire? Cutscene. Mists swirl unending. That's a big boy. That's a good doggy. He has very icy breath. He eats dentine gum. Of his health left. How annoying. Good try though. Once again, I really need souls. Really need endurance. I can fight this guy and win, but for it to be easier, all I would need is more endurance, because if I can roll, then I can beat him. I can infinitely keep dodging his blows. Could be a good thing. And even if I didn't have very much attack damage, I would still be able to survive long enough to kill him. But running out of stamina is really messing with me. Some range and some gall, sir, to attack me like that. what is the special thing for this? Oh. Ooh. That looks good. I like that. Okay. If I aggro a guy here, I aggro him, but hopefully not. Nope. Just the simple guys. Crossbowman. For some reason, I continuously kick things in this game. Like, I press forward a lot as like a way to relieve tension. Like, get him! Press forward! As we can see, there's some dead pilgrims that were coming from here to get to the Blue Church. But why, do you ask? Well, we'll find out. Hello, Lord. Logan. You will die. Perfect time to enter. Victory is mine. The door opens outwards. Yet again, the theme of trees acting like tendrils, covering doors and barring your way, returns from Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, for that matter. And now that I think of it, Kingsfield, which was the first series of RPGs that From Software created. They all had that theme of the tendrils of tree roots wrapping around buildings and crushing them, or evil tree people, having magical powers. An interesting thought, because usually people think of trees as these good, beneficent things, and we need to protect them, and so on and so forth. But what if they're evil and don't want to protect us? We got 3,000 souls for that. Is good. Endurance. That's all I can get. Okay then. Worth it, I suppose. What have you to say now?
Ashen One, to be unkindled is to be a vessel for souls. Sovereignless souls will become thy strength. I will show thee how.
Wilt thee?
Ashen One, bring me souls plucked from their vessels. Farewell, Ashen One. May the flames guide thee.
Righto. Now we can buy more things from this woman.
Well met, Ashen One. How may I be of service?
Well... let's see. Fire bombs are nice. They're kind of expensive. Do not sell anything else. Let's meet the rest of the cast. And by that I mean the one person we saved recently. There he is. His little hat.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up.
Trinkets. I like
Just
trinkets.
Don't ask me where I got them.
Bandit's knife. We get the standard helm, the leather set, the hard leather armor from the original game. It is much worse than what we're wearing now. In fact. Man, there's not much left. He does sell firebombs for much cheaper than the old hag. That's all I know how to call her, so... but I'll call her. Same thing with embers. He sells it for cheaper. Also, the kite shield has 100% physical block, and Grey Rat sells it. But it's 4,000 souls. I forgot about my gold pine resin. That's a very useful item. Gives you lightning applied to the right-hand weapon. Should have been using it. But that's okay. And I think that's where I must leave off, unfortunately. Thank you, Zissou, and all those that have been viewing my channel. I shall let you know on Twitter, Discord, and Facebook when I shall be streaming this next, and when I'll be streaming Spider-Man next. The DLC is available, and I will at some point be getting around to playing that, so... but until then, thanks for watching. Hearts to you as well, Zissou Plays Games. And, yeah. God bless, and farewell.